I know the meaning behind this cover has to do with how sensitive his eyes are, but man, it looks like he is just stressed the hell out. Like, that's the face you would make if you found out your girlfriend was pregnant, and then later in the day, you found out your wife was pregnant too. Whew. Not a good look. What's up, everyone? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But right now, we are going to talk about this new Ab-Soul album called Do What Thou Wilt. Now, TDE has been busy as hell this year, dropping releases from Kendrick, Q, Isaiah, and even Lance Skywalker, but now we get hit with this follow-up to Ab-Soul's 2014 album, These Days, and that was a project that had a mixed reception because it was kind of jumbly, there was a lot going on there, and a lot of people preferred some of Ab's other work, specifically Control System, which is one of the albums a lot of people bring up when they talk about the best work that Ab has done. But with this project right here, he's definitely still bringing that depth and lyricism that he's loved and respected for, but you are going to get a couple of fun moments and bangers as well, including the song Braille featuring Boss. This one just has a lot of deep bass on it. It's some shit you could work with in your car, and there's not really anything too deep or crazy with the lyrics here, although there are some really nice flows. So overall, I like this track for what it was, just a bassy banger and some turn-up shit. Now, that one was actually one of the singles, but as a single, it doesn't really give you an idea of what you're in for with this album. But on the other hand, the other single, Huey Knew Then, definitely does, because it's very gritty with this production that sounds like something that RZA would have made back in the 90s, and you're gonna get all kinds of quality bars from Dash and Ab, including that one line from Ab-Soul where he says something about how he wishes he was on Obama's iPod because before he had a desktop, he's looking for a shortcut to be an icon. I know I probably butchered that line, but you know which line I'm talking about, damn it. And that shit was just a perfect example of how clever Ab can be. I just like pretty much everything about this track. So Huey Knew Then was one of my favorite tracks on this whole thing, along with the song Raw Backwards, which I don't know if that was an official single, but it did actually leak a little bit before this album dropped. And with this one, you're getting some more dark production with some rock and roll elements because of the electric guitar that kicks in, and you got Zachariah on the hook singing that he don't want to hear this whack shit no more. So what they're doing on this one is just calling out all the rappers who aren't bringing their A+ game. And you even have Ab-Soul on here taking some direct shots at Jay Electronica when he spits that next to King Kunta, he's like Toby, which apparently is a reference to how Jay Electronica didn't show Kendrick Lamar the respect that Ab-Soul thought he deserved. So I thought the idea of this song was just cool, just calling out the whack shit in the game. But moving on, man, you're gonna love him over top of these evil, grimy, gritty beats. I think that's when Ab-Soul is at his best, including on the song Beat the Case with Schoolboy Q, which really sounds like something that could have been on the Blank Face LP. And then you get this song called Portishead in the Morning, which has these dusty drums, these deep droning bells over top of it. It made me think of something that maybe Earl Sweatshirt would have worked perfectly over top of. So he would have been a good feature for that one, but alas, he's not. That's just what I thought of when I heard it. And since I just mentioned Portishead in the Morning, I have to bring up how on the tail end of that track is the song Her World, where now I have to talk about the whole idea of feminism and just the power of women that Ab-Soul is bringing throughout this project. Because on that one, he actually flips that old song, he's got the whole world in his hands, and he changes it so that it's her instead of his. So I guess Luke James kind of is a singer once in a while. You just got a glimpse right there, but don't go telling everybody. And you might know that song if you're a Raw fan, because a wrestling fan, I should say, because Bray Wyatt, of course, sings that song once in a while. You know how it goes. You gotta follow the damn buzzards. But this song was pretty cool. Not too much about it I could say. It's just a short part on the end of Portishead in the Morning. And then it leads up into the song God is a Girl, where on the intro, Ab-Soul makes it clear that God is a girl. That's one of the themes of this song. Obviously, you could tell by the title, unless you're a dum-dum. And here, we're just getting a very jumbly, messy song. There's an interlude on here, a little talked intro, a beat switch up, a verse, a hook, just all kinds of shit crammed together in 3 minutes. So this was one of my least favorite tracks because it was kind of jumbly. But the best song that really went into detail about feminism and women and just the love he has for women is the song Threatening Nature. This is another one with a very dark sound as far as the production goes. You're getting some chanting and these deep church bells in the back. And Ab goes into detail about how black men could vote before women could. And we just don't talk about that sort of inequality as much as maybe we should. So I thought that was pretty cool. But there are a couple of questionable lines on that song, like when he says he wants to learn more about her story, not just history. And he's looking for hers, not hymns, as in hymns like the songs that you would sing at church on Christmas Eve. So you know, they do fit into the song. They're not all out whack because I get what he was doing with them, but they still kind of made me go like this a little bit because, come on, her story, history, that's kind of him, hers, wasn't a big fan of those lines too much, to be honest with you. But then he has a line where he says, with all disrespect, the American flag was probably designed by fags, something along those lines, and that line is not going to go over well. I think we all know that because it's 2016, so I'm sure we'll see some backlash to that line, but so far I haven't really seen too much about it. But these questionable lines are a reoccurring theme throughout this project because you are going to hear a bunch of them as you listen through, including on the song Invocation, where we get this nice jazz production and there is some nice backup vocals from Cocaine, but then there's a line about sucking Jesus's penis on Venus, like, okay. And then there's a line where he says, I'm actually Jewish, or whatever Jew wish to call me. Oh man, that one was just really bad, man. That took me back to some of that classic shit that your dad might say to you. You know what I mean? Like those dad jokes, those uncle jokes, when you might walk up to your dad or uncle and say, you know what, man? I'm hungry. And then they say, hi, hungry, nice to meet you. And then, of course, you have the line on womanogamy where he says that he's finger fucking Mother Earth with his thumb up her butt. God damn it, man. What is up with these rappers in 2016? That is one of the reoccurring themes. I've talked about it all year as I've reviewed albums. You guys who have been here for a long time as subscribers know how often this comes up, man. Rappers are just always putting their digits up some damn buttholes. I don't know why it is, but be careful if you go to give daps or shake hands with these rappers, man, because might not be chocolate you're seeing under their fingernails. Disgusting. But overall, I'm still going to go with a 3.5 out of 5 here. I'm having a bit of fun pointing out some of these lines that are goofy, but overall, there are far more better lyrics than bad ones on here. And Ab-Soul is really a great lyricist. I think he's really trying when he's writing these bars, so that's why you're going to have a couple that might come across as forced, like he was really trying to put them out there and put them together. But you know, I just wanted to have fun with some of these lines, but it's still a dope album. 3.5 out of 5 seems fair to me. It does get a bit long, and some of those songs on the tail end that are 5 and 6 minutes long drag quite a bit, but that seems to be one of the themes with these TDE releases, because I felt Isaiah's album and Schoolboy Q's album, while both good, would have been better if they were cut down a little bit. These could have been some entries into my top 10 list, but overall they're still good albums, just a little bit draggy. They go on for a little while. Another song on here I didn't care for was YMF, where Ab-Soul is just doing this clumsy singing that didn't sound that well, but then he works that sing-songy style much better on the song Drugs, where he's actually juxtaposing the love that he has for drugs with the love he has for his family. So you get some interesting content on there, a bassy piano banger, and his vocals on that were kind of cool, man. It was very catchy. I liked how he worked it on that one, but obviously I can't talk about everything happening on this album because there is so damn much, but hit me up in the comments section with your thoughts, and make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff, man, where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially got to subscribe to the channel and click like on the Facebook page. Thank you for watching, everybody. I will see you next time.